First of all, I plead innocent of all charges.
This is Elvis, the ultimate fan channel, the global Elvis community fan channel.
Hello. I do hope you can hear me. Well, welcome once again to Elvis, the Ultimate Fan Channel. First of all, I'll have to start off with apologising, obviously, for my absence last week. I do hope you'll understand when I tell you that, unfortunately, we had a family bereavement. Yes, but thank you very, very much for joining me, as always. And it might be a little bit of an odd show today because I'm still a little bit shell-shocked from it all. So, I'll I'll try and keep it together as much as I can anyway. Let's have a look. Hello to everybody on the live chat. Hello there. And as you heard from the beginning there, the young lady saying it's the Global Elvis Community Channel. Yes, it is the Global Community Elvis Channel, and that means that I'm going to give oh, by the way, cheers. That's better. I'm going to give a global shout out to somebody somewhere in the world, and basically where I'm giving the shout out to is Peter Petowski, Dresden in Germany. Hello, Peter. Thank you very, very much for watching in Dresden, Germany. That's you put on the map. We'll stick a little pin in Dresden, Germany. And your support is very, very much appreciated. It really is. Thank you, Ruth. Oh, by the way, thank you to everybody that sent in condolences during our very, very sad time last week. I do appreciate all those messages of sympathy. Thank you very, very much. It was most appreciated. So yes, there you are. And if you want to be the recipient of a global shout out, an Elvis global shout out, then send in your name and where you watch from, and I'll pick one next week for another global shout out. Now, if you're new to this channel, what have you found? Well, you found a Elvis channel that's 100% 100%, what's the word I'm looking for? Devoted, yes, to the life and career of Elvis, his career, his life, all that. And it's all original content. It's not reposted content. I'm a creator, so everything you'll find on this channel is my own original content. I know other channels sort of just repost videos and material that can already be found online and on YouTube. That's not the way I do it. I am a creator, and I create all my own original content. So, and it's fun as well. We have Elvis fun. And what are we going to have? Well, we're going to have the topic. And as you can see, what's the epic secret? I will be coming to that shortly. This day in Elvis history, also known as Elvis Story. I'm going to start calling it Elvis Story. A live poll, which will be knitting in with the topic this week. Dylan gave me a picture poll this week, but I'm putting it on the back burner, and I will be using it next week, Dylan, okay? And speaking of Dylan, after we'll have Dylan's Elvis tale, and then Elvis Song of the Week. Yeah, I asked you to vote on the side 2 of the Moody Blue album, and that'll be coming up. And I must admit that the one that I would have voted for didn't win. But I'll tell you what my vote would have been later on for side 2 of Moody Blue. A song I wish Elvis had recorded. Caption this photo. Always have a lot of fun with that. The smoking hot photo.
Oh, he's so hot.
I just set her off again, don't I? Basically. Then there is, you can, of course, call me on the telephone number on the screen, +353 if you're outside of Ireland, and then 879598819. You can use WhatsApp, you can use Messenger, or even better, you can get on the Discord, our Discord server. If you're not a member of the Discord channel yet, please do join. There's a link below, and you can get in the queue. Let's have a look. Is there anybody in the queue yet? Let's have a look. Yeah, there's a couple of people in the queue already on Discord, so you can do that as well and call the show, because we will be discussing that epic secret later on. But before that, we do something called Hidden Elvis, and that's what we're going to kick off with.
Hidden Elvis. Clue number 1.
Okay, if you're new to the show, what we do is we do 4 clues throughout the show, and it can be things like Elvis movies, his clothes, his houses, somebody in Elvis's life, all those sort of things. I've got them ready, Chris, smoking behind Steve. Did I miss something? Okay. So 4 clues, even if you know what it is, if you get an idea, I'm having a bit of trouble with my screen here. Sorry, folks. If you know what it is, I can't get that back. There it is. Yeah, if you guess what the Hidden Elvis is before the 4th clue, don't write it on the chat yet. I'll ask you to write it on the chat after the 4th clue, because everybody likes to sort of take part. Now, Hidden Elvis clue number 1 is California. I don't think you'll get it from that, but even if you can, don't write it yet. Now, the quiz. I've got to thank Juan Lozano for giving me this idea and giving me these questions. And I'm thankful to Juan because of what has happened to myself in the last and my family over the last week. I was struggling to get everything done in time. So Juan had sent me these, and I'm going to use these 6 questions. Elvis movie dialogue quotes. And we start, and I believe that young Chris is in the building, and she's going to help me moderate. So without further ado, let's have a look at it. 9 minutes just there. What color would I use? Will I use red, green, blue, or black? What color would you like me to use to write the answers? I normally forget that. I know people like to choose. Whatever I see first, I'm going to use, okay? What color pen will I use? Blue, okay? Doreen, hi Doreen, beanie, blue, right, okay, here we go. Right, so the quiz, let's start with the quiz, and this is a real easy one, so it's going to be a speed thing, right? Because almost everybody that's seen this movie remembers this quote, and it's, "That ain't tactics, honey, that's just the beast in me." Okay? Oh, and I've got a new jingle. I've got a new quiz jingle. Okay, so Dylan, young Dylan, Jailhouse Rock. Duncan, hello Duncan. Brian, and why Jane. Oh, look at all those Jailhouse Rocks. Now, Juan, you can't take part, but I see he's put Titanic. So even though you've supplied these answers, you got it wrong. Said to the beautiful Judy Tyler. Yes. Now, the hello Mark Green, Jeff Davidson, Dolores. Oh, Tyler, look at all those people. Look at those beautiful people watching this show. Yes. All for Elvis. Now, I've got a new jingle, and it's Elvis talking to me. So, and it's quite a short one, so listen carefully.
It's getting embarrassing standing out here, Steve.
It's getting embarrassing standing out here, Steve. So that was Dylan. Well done, Dylan. And basically what happens is whoever gets the answer correct first, their name goes on a wheel of fortune. We spin that wheel, and whoever it lands on gets the monthly Elvis prize. Okay, because there is a prize for this. Yeah, I think that's the trouble medley, says Dylan. Yeah, he's waiting for them to re-cue the tape, and he says...
It's getting embarrassing standing out here, Steve.
To Steve Binder. It's getting embarrassing standing out here, Steve. So, yeah, I had that one lined up a couple of weeks ago, just didn't have chance to use it. Now, number 2. Alrighty? Number 2 is... So long as you don't try and pay me off in cotton candy. Now, Pamela says, you're all so quick on the keyboards. They certainly are. Tyler Bryant, I haven't seen your name before. I'm not sure whether you're new or whether I've just missed your name, but you're very welcome, Tyler. Dylan says it happened at the World's Fair. Brian says roustabout. Rebel says roustabout. World's Fair. It happened at the World's Fair. A lot of people actually saying it happened at the World's Fair, and a lot of people saying, I see Ruth says roustabout. Don Dowen says roustabout. Yeah, it is Brian, because it was after the crash, after he's pushed off the road, off the motorcycle, just after Wheels on My Heels, roustabout. So Brian, well done, Brian. Brian Roberts. And you get this.
It's getting embarrassing standing out here, Steve.
It's getting embarrassing standing. It's getting embarrassing sitting here as well. Okay, right. Cheers. Cheers, everybody. Okay, now, this one I'm going to give you part of the quote, and if you're still struggling, I'll give you a little bit more. I'll give you a clue. But you people, you fans are so clever that I don't think I'll have to give you a clue. I really don't. Now, here we go. It is, take your hand off my arm. Juan, I'm not paying you 125 where we've negotiated downwards. It's only 20p. Fun in Acapulco, loving you, King Creole, live a little, love a little, King Creole. Yeah. Would you believe it's Brian Roberts again? Well done, Brian. And it is King Creole. And the other part of the line was Mr. Fields. But if I told you, because Maxie Fields, if I'd have told you, if I'd have said, take your hand off my arm, Mr. Fields, it would have made it very easy. So, but then again, all those people that are saying King Creole shows that you're very, very clever. Well done. But it's Brian again, Brian Roberts, and Elvis has got something to say to me.
It's getting embarrassing standing out here, Steve.
Okay. Right. So, the next one, number 4, is I'm a grease monkey that won't slide so easily. What do you think of that? Loving you, says John Rowley. Frankie and Johnny, yeah. Viva Las Vegas, Kid Galahad, Viva Las Vegas. Okay. Now, for anybody that's saying Kid Galahad, they are correct because it is Kid Galahad. Elvis says that line to Gig Young. And so, wow, Brian, you are on fire. You really are on fire today. That's a hat trick. And, yeah.
It's getting embarrassing standing out here, Steve.
I don't think you're going to get the next one now. There you go. I throw down the gauntlet. Didn't Elvis get trained by a champion boxer for his part in Kid Galahad? He did. He did. Yeah. Right. Number 5, very quickly, is Fitz Gets Around. And Helen says, hat trick, Brian, well done. although it might not be best to mention football in Brian's hearing at the moment. Duncan says GI Blues. Susan says Hear 'em, Scare 'em. Doreen Beanie says Jailhouse Rock. Yeah, Tom says always heard Elvis and Charles Bronson didn't get along. I don't know so much about... yes, it was Mushy Callahan, yeah. I don't know so much about Elvis and Charles Bronson not getting along. Charles Bronson seemed to take a dislike to Charles for some reason. No, sorry. Charles Bronson seemed to take a dislike to Elvis. I don't think Elvis had a problem with Charles Bronson. Anyway, that was Duncan, because it was GI Blues. So well done, Duncan. You get this.
It's getting embarrassing standing out here, Steve.
I forgot to mention, I don't think I did anyway, Elvis fan of the week as well. You'll notice on the chat the little crowns and numbers of against people's names. And that's basically the more you comment and the more the number of times you comment and keep the chat flowing, you move up the leaderboard until you're number one. And if you're number one at the end of the show, then you will be Elvis, the Ultimate Fan Channel's Fan of the Week. I've got to mention that at the start of the show. Now, he didn't like the karate chopping of the wood. Why? Nothing wrong with that. And Beanie says probably jealous. Okay, well, we do actually know that there were a few people who were actually jealous of Elvis, yes. There you have it. Now, we've got one more question, and it is, on you, what is my favorite color? There you go. Ooh. Yes. Looks like Dylan finally got in there. Yeah. Miley, when he kisses her on the beach. Blue Hawaii. Yeah. Although Paul has said tickle me. Okay, Paul, I will tickle you. Okay. Hello, Rossi. Basic Instinct. Yeah, could have been. Anyway, I believe that was, yeah, Chris tells me it was Dylan. Okay, Dylan, you're going down as number 6, and you get this.
It's getting embarrassing standing out here, Steve.
And of course, thanks again to Juan for supplying me with that idea and supplying me with those movie quotes. As I say, I'm grateful because I didn't have as much time this week to gather up all the information and plan the show and everything as normal. So I was grateful that actually Juan had given me those as an idea earlier on, actually. I think he'd given it to me. Yeah, I think he'd given them to me before the bad news hit our family, but however. Right. So let me just test something there. Yeah, that seems to be okay. Now, the topic. Yes, the topic. We'll put that in there. It's obviously about EPiC, and the reason being is because we, as Elvis fans, are almost preoccupied with this movie that is coming out shortly. But the confusion seems to reign at the moment is exactly when it's coming out. And I've been out of the loop the last week or so. So I'm not 100% sure what is happening. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there now that don't know exactly what's happening with the release, the worldwide release of Elvis EPiC. So I thought I'd dip into the IMDb, which is the Internet Movie Database, and have a look, because I did see it saying that it was going to be released in February. Okay, February. So what did I find? I went into the IMDb, and on February the 6th, 2026, which is a Friday, of course, we've got Dracula, A Love Tale, Whistle, Solo Mio, Scarlet, Kale Magala, and that's those for that weekend release. February 13th, we've got Wuthering Heights and Goat. February the 14th, we've got What About Love, a drama and romance with Sharon Stone. That's probably to try and sort of capture the Valentine's sort of weekend. February 20th, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Echoes of the Ooze. Then we've got Psycho Killer and I Can Only Imagine sequel. Okay. Then February 27th, the final weekend of the month, Scream 7. Okay. I know actually there's a few people out there who are quite big fans of Scream, so they'll be happy to see that. Nothing turns up for February. This is what we see when we visit the IMDb. We see that it's EPiC, Elvis Presley in concert, of course, release info, release date. Obviously, we've got Canada, as we know, because it opened in the Toronto International Film Festival, September 6th, 2025, and also Switzerland, September 26th, 2025, the Zurich Film Festival. And then look at that, United States, 2026. No more information than that. Now, we've got a movie coming out, obviously Michael Jackson, April 24th, 2026. And that has already been trailered. It's a trailer, and the trailer came out a couple of days ago, and it's already got 116 million views. Okay, I'll just say that again, 116 million views. And that's not coming out until April 24th, I think it was. Yes, April 24th, 2026. Now, was there some talk about it being shown in Graceland, the Graceland Theatre, in January during Elvis's birthday celebrations? Is that correct? Can anybody confirm that on the chat? Now John Rowley says the Michael Jackson is being done properly. Unlike Baz's film, he's messing us about. Yes, EPE confirmed it. That's what I thought, Steve. It's on Graceland's website. Yes, sneak peek during birthday week. Okay, now I wonder what they mean by sneak peek. Can somebody confirm what they mean by sneak peek? Tom, thanks, Tom. EPE confirmed it. Right. By the way, congratulations, Tom. You are at the moment the number one fan of the week. Okay. Are they going to show the whole movie at Graceland birthday week or just a snippet? Okay, Dawn Dowan says, yes, it will be showing at Graceland. Okay, but that's not the worldwide release. If it's being shown in January for birthday week, it must be finished. So full trailer next month, perhaps. Okay. Lily, hi Lily. The whole movie? Yes, the whole movie. EPE wants to make dollars when they can. Sneak peek, not immediately being realized after the debut. It will be in full. Okay. Right. Okay, so thanks very much for that information. But it leads me to the poll. And the poll, I want to try and get a feeling of what the mood out there is of the Elvis fans about the promotion of EPiC. Now, just let me be clear. I'm not picking on Baz and the team. Baz has done a wonderful job. You know, he's done so much for the Elvis community over the last few years that I'm not pointing fingers at Baz or anything like that. Baz, if you're watching, I love you, baby. I really do. Okay? But I still need to ask this question. Are you happy with the promotion of EPiC so far? And that's this week's poll, okay? So let's hope that that comes up. Yes, it does. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, there you are. Please vote. Nobody knows who votes for what or sees who votes for what, but I want a really, really good cross-section of the mood of the Elvis community on how they feel so far about the promotion of EPiC. Okay, so that's it in a nutshell. As I say, I have actually been out of the loop for the last week or so, but I have been seeing bits and pieces. Vincenzo says, hope EPiC gets Oscar nomination. Unfortunately, EPiC is going to be overshadowed by the MJ biopic, poor timing for release. I don't know, Mike, because if it is February, that's 2 months of a difference. So hopefully, whatever EPiC is going to do, it will have done it by April. Then we can let MJ do whatever he wants to do. And then we'll be having our extras and our DVDs and Blu-rays and everything like that. So I wouldn't be too worried about MJ and Elvis. So yeah, there you have it. Please do vote. And I'll remind you again later on to, if you don't vote, I'll try and wring a few more votes out of you. It is important that you vote. All right. Because, if anybody connected with Baz does see this at all, you know, then he'll get an idea of how we're feeling about it, and maybe it'll spur him on to be a bit more forthcoming. But yeah, it's a little bit concerning when it just says United States 2026, and yet you've got something that's 2 months further down the line, and you've got a trailer that has got 116 million views in the past couple of days. Are we, is EPiC missing out because they're not getting the same promotion that MJ is getting? I don't know. I really don't know. It's up to you now to let me know. And if you're watching this on playback, you know, rewatching it, it's important that you leave your comments down below as well. Because I will read those as well. Before we go any further, we've got to do another one of these, haven't we?
Hidden Elvis. Clue number 2.
Now, clue number 2 is 22nd. Okay, so that's California and 22nd. And I've got to do something on my screen. And if I don't, the next thing won't work.
It's time once again for Dylan's Elvis Tale.
And I'm hoping that young man can hear me. I am in the call. I'm just wondering what I've done wrong. Have I done anything wrong? Hello, Dylan. Okay. Okay, do you know what I'll do? I'll go on and I will speak to Vincenzo. I'm wondering, is it me? Okay, do you know what I'll do? I'll mute that and I will answer this because this is the young man I was trying to speak to. Hello, young man.
There we go.
Yeah, that's strange, isn't it?
It is. Hello.
Yeah, could you hear me?
No. My Discord's been like that for a while. I can hear you, but my voice isn't coming through.
Ah, right. It's funny. I tried to get a hold of Vincenzo as well, and he couldn't. And he couldn't hear me either. Or rather, I couldn't hear him.
I might have to delete Discord and make a new thingy and see. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I don't know what's going on.
No, I don't know what's going on either. It's very strange. Anyway, where will we start, young man? What about the poll? Are you happy with the promotion of EPiC so far?
Not so far. It needs to be pushed more. Is what it needs.
Okay.
And it needs to be not pushed just in the States but worldwide. Because if this thing has got to stand a chance, everybody in the world needs to know about it.
Yeah.
Not just the UK, not just Canada, everywhere. So I don't know what's going on, unless my only thing I'm thinking is he's getting the last bits of resources together so he can put it out all at the same time. But I don't know if that's the case. I don't know because I'm not there. I don't know.
I mean, you know, I made a point there of saying that the Michael Jackson thing, the Michael Jackson biopic, is not out until the 24th of April. And we've already got a trailer, and it's got 116 million views. You know, is EPiC falling behind because of that?
I'm not sure, you know. I'm not sure at all.
Strange.
It is.
You don't. I mean, you feel confident that it is going to be out in February. He's just holding back another month or two until maybe he'll release the trailer next month.
Well, yeah, because if it's being shown at Grayson in the birthday week, then it's got to be done. Because they wouldn't just show a half-finished product, especially at Elvis at home. They won't do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it could be a trailer either this month or next month. Well, maybe next month.
Okay.
But let's see.
So did you vote on the poll?
Yeah.
Okay. And it was no, was it?
It was no.
Okay. All right. I might have missed that. Right. Do we want to do the tale?
Well, we do, but I just want to say one thing before we get going.
Okay.
We've got an announcement to make
from
Dylan Bowen Central, Dylan Bowen headquarters, i.e. my house. So we have got a date now for the special, and that is November 22nd, which is very soon. Actually,
it's a Saturday. It is. Is that Thanksgiving weekend if you're in the US?
It might be actually. Actually, no, yeah, it is.
Okay.
So if you want to eat turkey and watch me, go for it.
Right.
Please do it.
Okay. Great. Okay, so everybody, Saturday the 22nd of November. And what's the? Have you definitely decided on a title now for this special?
Yep, it is called Elvis 71 from the studio to the stage.
From the studio to the stage, Elvis 71. Brilliant. I'm looking forward to that.
Me too. And I don't know what's going to happen because I'm in it.
Well, so am I. Oh, I shouldn't have given that away, should I? I think I'm doing a little cameo, aren't I?
You are indeed. I don't know whether we should have said that. Brent's going to be hopping now.
Oh yeah, sorry, Brent. Right. Right, young man. The tale, yes.
The tale, yeah. So the last time Steve did the show, I said that I've lost quite a few brain cells putting this together, and I wasn't joking. I was being deadly serious because this is very confusing to me. So this is what it is. This is about the Long Cape Fringe suit, which, as everybody knows, was first debuted in November, I believe, of 1970 at the LA Forum. And the story is that at the end of the show, Elvis got tangled up and he got cut out of it and it was cut to shreds. It was never worn again. However, in 1971, this is what the story goes like. There was a new suit made, very, very similar. The only difference being there's slightly shorter fringes so it won't get caught up. However, that now is up for debate because of something that Elvis himself actually said on stage. And this occurred on February 29th, 1971, and I believe it's a dinner show. And he's wearing the cape fringe suit, and he actually says, "This suit was made for me when I appeared in LA last year." Now, that's what he said. "This suit was made for me when I appeared in LA next year." So this is where I'm confused. Does this mean he wore the same exact suit? Or did they cut the fringes and make a new one? I don't know. But Elvis threw a spanner in the works because he said this is the exact same suit. So now, I don't know. So it'd be interesting to see what people think because I now don't have a clue. Because if someone else had said, "Oh, you know, Elvis wore the exact same suit in 71," I'd be like, "Yeah, did he though?" But it's the fact Elvis said it, you see. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna believe Elvis because he was there. So I don't know what's going on with it.
You think it was another suit?
But that's the story. That's the same story. That he got cut out of it, and then they made another one. But Elvis said that this is the exact same suit.
Yeah, no, I was always led to believe they just cut them and put the beads back on the end. Yeah.
But Elvis said that it's the same one, so I don't know. So any help would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, I mean that first photograph there, the fringes are right down nearly to his heel, all right? Okay, that's
the one.
That's a really ridiculous design of a suit to somebody that moves as much as Elvis did on stage.
Yep. And then the second one is shorter, as everybody can see.
Yeah.
But yeah, he said it's a suit.
That photograph there with the short fringes, that looks like the direct from Graceland at the Arches that I saw. Yeah, I think I took a picture similar to that.
Yeah, it is. So I don't know. Is my answer to that. So I hope everybody enjoyed that slightly confusing tale.
Yeah, I did. What was I going to say? Do you want to tease next week's?
Well, here's the problem. See, I've got about 3 on the go.
Oh, have you?
So what? I have. Honestly, I have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you all of them, and I'm going to let everybody decide if that's okay with you two. I'm going to let the people decide.
Oh, you're going to throw it out.
So there's 3. One is John Wilkinson singing on stage during an Elvis show.
Okay, so number 1, John Wilkinson singing on stage.
Yep. 2 is the Elvis Easter egg in "We Didn't Start the Fire" by Billy Joel, the video.
Okay, the Elvis Easter egg by, what was it, Billy Joel?
Yep, "We Didn't Start the Fire" in the video.
Oh, We Didn't Start the Fire, okay.
Yeah. And the third one is Elvis's slightly different phrasing on "Can't Stop Loving You" in the Aloha broadcast show.
Okay, and what was the third one again?
Elvis's phrasing on "I Can't Stop Loving You" during the Aloha broadcast.
Elvis's phrasing on the Aloha, "I Can't Stop Loving You." Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. So if you want to leave your comments below,
for the people to decide
which one you want, yeah. And if we can't decide, we'll me and Dylan will decide.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there you go. There you go.
Right. Thank you very much. I look forward to next week.
Whatever it is.
Yeah. Cheers.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Join us again next week for another Dylan's Elvis tale.
Ba-ra-ba-bump. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Dylan, for that. Will we try? I think we will actually. We will try Discord again. Hello, Vincenzo. How are you, Vincenzo?
Hi, Steve.
Hey.
Doing good.
Hey. Yes, you're there. So it was. It must be something. It must be something to do with it must be something to do with Dylan's Discord. I think he's going to uninstall it and reinstall it again. How are you, my friend?
Oh, good.
Yeah. Okay. So, are you happy with the promotion of EPiC so far?
Strange. Michael Jackson's getting all the promotion and nothing about EPiC.
Yeah, I mean, I've got let me just state this. I've got nothing against Michael Jackson, very talented singer and entertainer, but it does grieve me a little bit that we've got 116 million people who have seen a trailer for the new biopic, which is coming out in April, but there's nothing really being done on EPiC at the moment, apart from showing it at Graceland. Yeah, that's right. Okay, thanks very much.
I'm talking to you, Steve.
Thanks, Vincenzo. Bye. Bye. And then we go and we say hello to... I'm all fingers and thumbs today. Mark, are you there?
I'm there, Steve. How are you?
Hello, Mark. How's things?
Not too bad, thank you. I hope everything's all right, your end after your news and stuff. And everything.
Yeah. Thanks very much. Like I say, I'm grateful to everybody that and sent their condolences. Thanks very much.
Yeah.
What do you think then about this topic, young man?
Well, I think as Elvis fans, we've been spoiled a little bit already. As I know, we've got this Michael Jackson one coming out in April.
Yeah.
And we don't know whether Baz knows about that. It might be holding it off because you don't really want to be releasing two films at the same time or a few months apart as big biopics and, like the Elvis one and Michael Jackson. I don't know if he knows or he knew or that could be holding things up. It's still not saying that he won't be shown at Graceland for the birthday thing, but it might hold off the trailer. But I'm sure we'll get the trailer soon, within the next month or so.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be too worried because there is quite a space between. It's been mooted as February, hasn't it? We haven't been given a date yet, and there's nothing on the IMDb. So, I mean, I feel that by April the 24th, anyway, whatever EPiC is going to do, will have done it by then.
Well, roughly, yeah. And like you got to say, you've got the Michael Jackson film to come out, and you've just had the trailer, but we haven't had no official trailer yet. But we've had some nice sneaky bits from Baz.
Yes, true. But
you don't get that with every entertainer. You seem to get that with the likes of Elvis, and you'll get little bits because the fans. Obviously, there's a big fan page, Elvis on Tour channel, isn't there? And all that's, he's seeing that.
Yes.
So that we want little bits of it. So we're getting that, and Jacko hasn't got that, but he's got a trailer before us. But we're getting spoiled a little bit, and I know we want more and more. We all want more and more. We're dying for the trailer and the date of the film, but I'm happy to what I've seen, and like I said to you a few weeks ago, I don't want to see any more because I want to go and see the film, before obviously the trailer will come out, of course, but you don't want to see any more, do you?
No, you don't. You don't want to see any more online. No, you don't want to see any more YouTube or anything like that. We've seen about 20 minutes probably in total, have we?
Well, that's it, yeah, and it's nice, and I know it's quick and you see it, but it spoils a little bit of it. I think if it was only been a few minutes or a quick teaser, I like that little clippy show when you're singing that, "Oh, Happy Day." That's great, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
If we would have just had that and maybe just a few little stills from the movie and that's it, but because it always, I knew this straight away when that film was going to be shown in Toronto and and the other places, someone's going to be there to film it, aren't they?
Yeah.
It spoils the illusion. There's no way there's one person not going to be there, not trying to get a still of it or a 5-second video of it, and it's all over the net then, isn't it? It's all over the social media.
Now, I'm just wondering if it is going to be February, right? I mean, they're showing it in its entirety at Elvis Week, are they? That's known, is it?
Well, I haven't heard officially. Yes, it is. I haven't heard anything on that yet. Whether that will be.
Somebody said on the chat that it was confirmed on the Graceland website.
Okay, I'll have to go on the I'll have to be on the Graceland website for a while. But if it's on there, I suppose you should be showing it. It would be the great opportunity to see it. because again, it's a bit of a money spinner for Graceland because the film's not out yet. So if you want to go to Graceland and watch it, you're going to be paying for it, aren't you?
Exactly,
You know.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if it is February, I'm just looking here now, what would be the best weekend to release it? February the 6th, they've got a lot. They've got Dracula, they've got Whistle, Solomeo, Scarlet. February 13th, they got Wuthering Heights, Jacob Elordi. Now, Jacob was in the Priscilla movie, wasn't he? He was Elvis in the Priscilla movie. And then they've got something called Goat. Then February the 14th, the only thing they've got February the 14th is What About Love? And that's an old movie, I think, with Sharon Stone, 2013. Then February 20th, they got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Psycho Killer, and Can I Only Imagine? And then February 27th, Scream 7. Now, I would, if I was Baz, I would definitely avoid February 27th because Scream 7. There's a lot of fans. Scream fans.
And there's a lot of fans that go and watch that Ninja Turtles as well.
Yeah, so the 20th and the 27th wouldn't be a very good idea.
No,
round about the middle of February wouldn't be too bad because you've only got Wuthering Heights, something called Goat, and then What About Love? So the 13th or the 14th would be ideal, I think.
Again, we don't really know. It's speculation, and the end of Feb. But if these things can get delayed, and it could be like the end of March. Then you know, I
definitely don't want it to be too close to Michael Jackson's.
Well, not really. No. It's because when you get these biopics on it, we've had a few biopics. When we had the Queen one, it took a good 6 months to 8 months until we had the Elton John one.
Yeah.
So we don't want 2 months apart of having two big icons together with two big films together. It'd be nice if Elvis could get in there before the Michael Jackson one. Yeah, it'd be great, wouldn't it?
It would.
If we have that definite date.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think trailer wise, we need the trailer. We've got to have the trailer December.
Yes.
It's got to be December or the end of December, so it's being shown. And if it is going to be shown at Graceland, obviously everyone's going to see it then as well.
I agree.
Yeah, I just think it has to be because you've got to give that film 2 or 3 months of good promotion. But I'm sure once that trailer hits, Baz will be on social media and Baz will be hitting it hard, I think.
Yeah.
And I think you'll find Baz on all the American stations. You might even have a trip over here to London again, promoting it. Because that's what you need. You need everybody to get behind it. And I'm sure he will. He's made all this hard work and spent all this time and money on this film. He don't want this film to fail for himself and the Elvis fans around the world. He knew how good Elvis was and what a great impact that film made. And this one should make an even bigger impact because it's Elvis himself, isn't it?
If I remember rightly, the Elvis, the movie Elvis, when they showed the trailer, was phenomenal. There was millions of views.
Oh yeah, I'm sure once he hits the trailer, we're going to get views. I hope we get more views than Jacko.
Yeah.
We want that. You know what I mean? So I'm sure it ain't going to be far beyond, if not more. Well, let's keep our fingers crossed that it's a lot more, and we can get that film out before the Jacko one. So it's it's hard. It's just waiting game, isn't it? But
it is.
I'm sure Baz knows what he's doing, and he must be summing things up and waiting for everything to get together. They might even still be working on the trailer.
Yeah, they could be. They could be.
Yeah, he wants that trailer. That trailer is very important for every film, isn't it? A trailer.
Yes, it is. It is.
It is. And he's got to get that right. And if he gets that right, and Baz is good at, he must take his time around all these things. So I think once we hit the trailer, I think that'll be great. That'll be great.
And what did you vote on the poll?
I voted that I was happy so far because I'm happy as an Elvis fan that we've had little snippets.
Yeah.
And if you had been somebody else as a fan of somebody else, you might not have got anything until the official trailer had come out. So I'm quite happy. I'm happy and I'm a little bit annoyed that we've got a little bit more than what we should have, even though I'm glad I've seen it. But, because I'm a fan, I want to see it, but I wish I hadn't seen as much as I have because I just want to go and see the film. No, it's
Well.
It's hard, isn't it? It's hard.
Yeah,
to get
but we still have we still haven't seen it on the big screen. I mean, the best we've seen is we've seen it on our telly if we've sort of done YouTube on the telly or that, but we haven't seen it on the big screen, and this needs to be seen on the big screen, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I meant to ask you one question before I go. I'm not sure if you have or not. I don't know if you have. You ever had or tried to get Donna Presley on your program?
No, I haven't actually. I must admit.
I would try, because I've been watching her YouTube channel of the last 3 or 4 months, and I think she's very, very, very good at talking. She tells it straight. No hairs or graces. I don't think she's a big Priscilla fan.
Yeah.
And everything else. And I think she'll be great for your channel, and you know how to pick the questions right, and I'm sure she'd answer the questions right.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is, because she has her own channel, I don't know if there's anything that, I could ask her that she hasn't already said on her channel. That's the only thing.
Yeah, unless it'd be worth you probably, if you get time, having just a quick look at her latest ones that she's had the last 2 or 3. They're not too long. She only has them for about 10 or 15 minutes. She answers some questions the last time I saw her from fans.
Yeah.
And she answers, there was one question that was really good, and I wonder if you know this or you've got any insight on it. One fan asked her, why isn't there, or I haven't seen any pictures of Priscilla Presley when she was pregnant with Lisa? Have you ever seen a picture of Priscilla Presley when she was pregnant with Lisa?
I've seen one which people think she might be pregnant. She's getting into a car. Elvis is stood next to her, and she's getting into a car, and it's sideways. But it's far from inconclusive. It's not conclusive.
And I've never seen it. You always see the pictures after the birth. And, and she actually kind of said back to the person who asked the question. Well, I think she was quite concerned about the way she looked at the time, so she didn't want those photographs. I don't know. She said that's the only scenario that I can think of.
Yeah.
But she says, no, you are right, and I don't think I've seen any other pictures of her while she was carrying Lisa, stuff like. People ask her some questions, and what she was around Elvis a lot at Graceland, and obviously the family, Aunt Delta, and all the people obviously around Vernon a lot. She praises Vernon up, well, and in all sorts of ways and stuff like. But she's an interesting hack. Certainly, if you could get her on, I think it'd be great for you.
Yeah, I'll definitely think about it. I might even ask. I might even ask the community. Would you be interested in hearing Donna on my channel or not? See what they say. And it's funny you should say, a picture of Priscilla pregnant. Another question I've often asked myself is: has anybody seen a picture of Danny Smith and Elvis together?
Danny Smith.
Yeah. In other words, Billy's son.
Yeah. I haven't. I don't think I have either. No.
Yeah. I'd love to see one. It's just strange that we've never, as far as I know. I mean, I might be wrong, but I've just never seen a photograph of Danny and Elvis together. Which is
I've got a really good book actually of a lot of Elvis pictures from the 60s and the 60s and mid 60s, and there's a lot of family pictures and cousins and stuff around. I might have a look in that book to see if there was a picture ever taken. He might be in the background somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, if you have, please send it to me. And anybody else watching now, if they've got a picture of Danny and Elvis, then please send it to me. Yeah. Strange.
It's worth having a look. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Cheers, Steve.
Thanks, Mark. Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay, right. So actually, Discord does seem to be working okay. Sorry, Dylan, it must be your phone. Get that phone fixed. And we've got Dilf the Clown now on here.
Okay, you said it right this time.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. It's going to be quick because I got somewhere to be, so I just figured like a quick conversation.
Well, yeah, thank you for calling anyway. Yes, definitely.
Of course. And I would love to be on your show someday because I got a lot of Elvis stories because my grandmother is a huge Elvis fan and she actually got to see him live.
Oh, right. Yeah. We must have that conversation, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've got like a whole bunch of Elvis stories. I'm also a huge Clownvis fan.
Okay.
He's a Clown/Elvis. I have to send you some videos.
Okay.
Yeah. He's also sending me a lot of his Elvis collection.
Oh, right. Very good. Yeah, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, what do you think of this topic? Are you happy with the promotion of EPiC so far?
sort of, but I didn't see any promotions anywhere.
Well, only the bits and pieces that we've seen on Baz's, sort of like Instagram and Facebook and so forth.
Yeah, and on TikTok and Instagram from a bunch of Elvis fans.
TikTok, yeah. I mean, we've got, we've got the Michael Jackson trailer, and it's got 116 million views already, and that movie isn't even out until April, and yet Elvis EPiC is supposed to be out in February, and we've seen zilch as far as a trailer is concerned.
Ooh, I haven't seen the trailer yet. It looks so good.
What, the Michael Jackson one?
I haven't seen it yet. I'm a very busy person.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it doesn't matter that you haven't seen it, but the fact that there is a trailer there for a movie that's supposedly not out for another, 6 or 7 months, and then we've got Elvis and absolutely nothing. So are you kind of happy then with the promotion so far?
Pretty happy.
You are.
I hope there'll be some promotion.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy with what we're getting, what we're going to be getting. I just wish that more people knew about it. I.e., I wish they were pushing it a little bit more.
Yeah, but you know how marketing is. It has the same treatment as like Wile E. Coyote versus Acme and the one Looney Tunes short.
Yeah.
Sorry if you're yelling. That's my cat.
Oh, was that what it was? It sounded very strange.
Yeah, my cat yells like a person.
Right. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I know you've got somewhere to be. So, but I do appreciate you calling in. Thank you very, very much.
Of course, and I'll keep you updated on what day we can do the interview.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, we must have that conversation. Thanks very much.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. Okay. Yeah. That looks like that's all the calls for this week. Thanks very much, obviously, to all the callers for calling in, and thanks to Dylan for his Elvis tale. Now, where are we? I'll tell you where we are. We're here.
It's time now for This Day in Elvis History.
Yes, it most certainly is. And before we go any further, let's have a look at the top fans, will we? Okay, here we go. Chris R., you're number 1 at the moment. Vincenzo, you're number 2. Helen, you're number 3. Dylan is 4. John Rowley, Mrs. EAP, Tom, Jane, Jill. Okay, keep those messages flowing on the chat. And let's see if I can just get rid of that. And you could be Elvis, the Ultimate Fan Channel's Fan of the Week. So, just to remind you, if you haven't voted on the poll yet, are you happy with the promotion of EPiC so far? Very, very simple. Yes or no. I hope it doesn't turn out to be 50-50. Okay. Now, right, yeah, Chris says, number 1, that happened quick. It did, didn't it? Yeah. You must be talking a lot, Chris. Well done. Keep it going. Keep that chat going. Now, this day in Elvis history, if it's a red letter day or it's for you, if it's an anniversary or birthday, anything like that, or you just wanted to know what Elvis was doing down through the years, November the 9th, we've got 1956, we've got Elvis was staying at the New Frontier in Las Vegas. The following days were filled with the attendances of almost every show in town and dating a dancer named Dottie Harmony. Elvis also went 4 times to Billy Ward and his Dominoes to hear them sing Don't Be Cruel. Jackie Wilson was in the band and he and Elvis became friends. On December the 4th, he'd show Sam Phillips why at that infamous $1 Million Quartet session. Yeah. He does a demonstration of Jackie Wilson singing Don't Be Cruel, and he sings At Least Please a Telephone, and he actually did that. He did another impression of Jackie doing that when he sang Don't Be Cruel on January the 6th, I think it was, I beg your pardon, on the Ed Sullivan Show. So there you are. At least, please, a telephone. That's what he was doing. Listen to that Ed Sullivan version of Don't Be Cruel, and that's what he's doing. That's why he's singing funny. And there's Dottie Harmony, lovely looking lady. That's 1956. 1957, we've got Elvis's song Party, the B-side of Got a Lot of Living to Do, hit number 17 in the UK. Elvis's single Jailhouse Rock hit number 1 in the US, and its B-side Treat Me Nice hit number 27. After a sail of 4 days, Elvis arrived in Honolulu. Later that day, the Jordanaires arrived by plane. Okay. There was a press conference, and then Elvis checked into the Hawaiian Village Hotel. It says, if you look closely, you can see the lipstick smears on Elvis's face. I'm not sure he's doing the hula dance there, and his hair stood up. Now, yeah, you can just see, if you look closely, you can just see a few smears of lipstick on his face. Not so much on others, Tom Parker. Yeah, you can see the smears a bit better on that photograph there on his face. Lucky Elvis. Okay. 1958, Elvis's Hound Dog became only the third record in history to sell over 3 million copies, joining White Christmas by Bing Crosby and Gene Autry's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Okay. 1960, you'd think it would have reached 3 million a lot sooner than 1958, wouldn't you? Anyway, it's still an awful lot of sales. 1960, we've got On Location at Napa, California. The photography for Wild in the Country began. Elvis and cast and crew stayed at the Casa Bellevue Hotel. 1961, we've got Elvis had his 9th UK number 1, lasting 4 weeks with the single His Latest Flame, Little Sister. In the US, his latest flame reached number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 2 on the Easy Listening chart, based at the time on the Top 100. And the album Something for Everyone hit number 2 in the UK. And of course, he was working on Kid Galahad at the Hidden Lodge, Idlewild, California. Elvis concluded work on It Happened at the World's Fair with some publicity stills. And I might as well show you this one as well, because it's kind of cute. Okay. That's Elvis and Vicky sharing, well, not sharing, but eating ice cream together. So that's kind of cute, isn't it? And after that, he traveled to Las Vegas, where he saw Johnny Ray at the Hacienda, as well as many other favorite acts. Girls, Girls, Girls soundtrack peaked at number 3 on the Top LP chart. It was certified gold on August 3rd, 1963 by the Recording Industry Association of America. And then we've got 1963. RCA released the single Blue Christmas, backed with Wooden Heart, 2 of his album tracks from years earlier. Blue Christmas was recorded and first released in 1957 on the Elvis Christmas album. Wooden Heart was recorded for the 1960 Elvis film and album GI Blues, but at the time RCA declined to release it as a single. A cover version by Joe Dowell made it to number 1 in the US during the summer of 1961. Okay. Now, what else have we got? We've got Tickle Me production. Then we've got Easy Come, Easy Go production. Stay Away Joe production. The Trouble with Girls with the delightful, delectable Marilyn Mason. And if you haven't listened to my interview with Marilyn about Elvis Presley and working with him on The Trouble with Girls, please do check it out. It's on this channel. All you do is you go to the channel and you go to playlists, click on the playlists, and all my interviews are there with the people from the Elvis world. And apparently they're worth checking out, I've been told. 1970, Elvis bought 4 more TCB necklaces. He also bought a put a deposit on a new home at 144 Monavale Drive, Beverly Hills. And then we've got 1971. Oh, yes. RCA released the single Merry Christmas Baby, and he performed at the Civic Center, Baltimore. And these are some great photographs here. Not bad for what looks to be fan photos, actually, unless I'm wrong. Yeah, they're great photos. Really, really good photos, those. Now, before the show, backstage, he posed with the Bova twins, Joyce and Janice Bova. There you are. There's the photograph of him. Now, 1972, performed at the Community Center Arena, Tucson, Arizona. There he is coming on with the sweets in the background. I often feel sorry for the cops, because they can't actually watch the show. They have to watch the audience, because I'm sure if they were watching the show instead of watching the audience, they couldn't provide proper security. So whenever you see a photograph like that, the cops are always looking at the photographer or looking at the audience, but not watching the show. Imagine being that close to Elvis, not being able to watch the show. So that was the Civic Center, Baltimore. Sorry, I beg your pardon. The Community Center Arena, Tucson, Arizona. There you go again. He's got his eyes firmly on the audience instead of Elvis. Okay, that was on this day in 1972. I do believe we've got a photograph of him at the end with his cape outstretched. Whoever took these photos took a lot of photographs on that day. November 9th, 1972. Some great action shots. Yeah, there it is. That's obviously him just before he went off. There he is coming on again. 1973, Elvis flew to Los Angeles and then on to Palm Springs. Linda Thompson didn't go with him. She spent the next week in Puerto Rico with Vernon's wife, Dee. And that was on this day in Elvis history. And we've got to do another one of these.
Hidden Elvis. Clue number 3.
Clue number 3 is 11. 11. Okay. And if you do know it, please. Yes, you're right, Lily. They were awesome photographs. Yes. And Chris says they had to do their jobs properly. Yes, the cops had to do their job properly. So that's third. One more clue to go for Hidden Elvis. Susan says, that's weird. With D, that would be no fun. I'm not going to say anything. Okay. Now, just in case you haven't voted on the this week's poll, please do. I'm going to close it after a song I wish Elvis had recorded. Are you happy with the promotion of EPiC so far? Yes or no? Very, very simple. Yes or no. A song I wish Elvis had recorded, suggested by Laurie Gilman. Thank you, Laurie, for sending this in. Very, very kind of you. And it's You Raise Me Up, is a song composed by Rolf, I can't read that, Loveland, with lyrics by Brendan Graham. It was first recorded by Norwegian-Irish band Secret Garden in collaboration with Irish singer Brian Kennedy. Although the original version was not a major hit, the song has since been recorded by more than 100 other artists, most notably American singer Josh Groban in 2003 and Irish group Westlife in 2005. Josh Groban took his version to number 73 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 1 on the US Adult Contemporary chart. And Westlife reached number 1 in the UK singles chart with theirs. In 2004, the song was played more than 500,000 times on American radio. In late 2005, there were over 80 versions available in the US alone. It has been nominated for the Gospel Music Awards 4 times, including Song of the Year. I think Laurie has already nailed it with this choice, as if this song had been around when Elvis was alive. His ears would have pricked up when he heard this song. Such was his love of gospel. So that's Laurie's song that she wished Elvis had recorded had he been around, or the song had been around by the time when he was alive. Thank you so much to Laurie for sending the suggestion for a song I wish Elvis had recorded. And you also can send in your suggestion if you've got a song that you wished Elvis had recorded. I'd love to see your suggestion. Right, now I'm going to go and do the poll result. And let's just make a note of something before I forget. I can't push that down. Poll results. I asked, were you happy with the promotion of EPiC? And I'm going to end it now. End poll. There you go. And it is no 69%, yes 31%. Thanks to everybody that voted. And if Baz saw that result, I think it would make him think a little bit that nearly 3/4 of the Elvis community have voted no, that they're not happy with the promotion of EPiC. So let's hurry up and see some promotion, and also let's hurry up and see a great trailer. And Mike says, no surprise at those results. I'm in the majority because I voted no, says Chris. I voted no also. Chris, says Doreen. Let's see if there's any other people want to vote on that. Jane says me too, Chris. I voted no. Yeah, I think let's see. Is anybody going to... Susan, I voted no. Lily, no. I voted no. Did anybody vote yes? Teresa, you're number 3. Jane, you're number 2. I wonder who number one is. Who is the number 1 fan at the moment? Tom. Well done, Tom. No from me too, says Mrs. EAP Elaine. Not only no, but bad timing for release, says the Echo. Yeah, are you worrying about the Michael Jackson? I voted absolutely no. Not me, I'm out, Steve. Ha ha ha. Anula voted no. Sally, no. I like how Steve makes good use out of those YT crowns. Yes, the YouTube crowns. The Echo says absolutely. Yeah, no, there must be very few people on here that actually voted yes. I think that's what they always do with Elvis. What you mean? They don't neglect. They actually neglect the promotion. The Echo is right. It's bad timing. Karen Armstrong says, Steve, are you surprised that the no's have it? No, I'm not surprised because I would have voted no as well. I'm a little bit concerned and I'm a little bit unhappy that my Elvis is not getting maybe as much promotion as I feel he should. As I say, I'm not picking at Baz and the crew because I think they're doing a really good job. John Rowley, own up, yes, folks. Yeah, I'm not picking at Baz because Baz is done wonderful things for us Elvis fans. I think I think Baz might be up against it. I think he might be trying to fight our corner, and he's not maybe being let to be done as much as he wants to do. So that's another thing. Maybe it's not Baz's fault. EPiC is going to be epic, though, Steve. It certainly is. It certainly is. Maybe Baz is giving us a Christmas present. Yes, that's a point. That's a point. Yeah, good point. I think we're all just a little bit jittery and a little bit, well, I'm speaking for myself here, a little bit impatient. Of course, yes, John, yes, Baz wants the film to be a success. We all want the film to be a success. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be a success. But it's just, as I said, I'm a little bit jittery and a little bit impatient now. Should be released on Elvis's birthday. Mm-hmm. Rebel Vegan says, the weight is making me twitch. Yes, me too. And John Rowley says, me too. Right, so we move on. Thanks very much to everybody that actually voted. And as I say, overwhelmingly, the community seems very dissatisfied with the promotion so far. So far.
It's time now for Caption the Photo.
We always have a lot of fun with Caption the Photo down through the week. I always try and find a funny picture or unusual picture of Elvis and then get you, my friends, to give me a laugh with your captions. And this was the picture I picked a couple of weeks ago. And it's from Charo. And we've got, yuck, what kind of sausage is that? Seriously, Joe, trying to pass off these cheap cigars. And then we've got, I got you in my sights, don't mess with me. I bit my tongue. No wonder Clint Eastwood didn't do this picture. Fellas, I just caught a bad case of the creeping crud. But the winner, as voted for, as I always say, voted for by you, because you gave this one the most thumbs up, was Mrs. EAP Elaine. And it's my tongue gets tied when I try to speak. My inside shake like a leaf on a tree. Yes. Well done, Mrs. EAP Elaine. You are the winner of Caption the Photo for this week. Now, I want to make sure that I'm doing everything. Oh, yes. Song of the Week. Yeah, Song of the Week. I asked you couple of weeks ago on the posts tab on this channel to vote for side 2, your favorite song of side 2 of the Moody Blue album. That's what provided the choices for this week's Song of the Week. And as you can see, I can only pick 4 because that's the maximum YouTube allows you to do a poll for. And there was Way Down, She Thinks I Still Care, It's Easy for You, and Moody Blue. And as you can see, one song got 28, another song got 41%, another got 13, and another got 18%. Now, if this works properly, let's see what got 41%. Oh, what is it? What is it? Okay. The winner was Moody Blue with 41%, followed closely by Way Down with 28%. Then It's Easy for You, 18%. And finally, She Thinks I Still Care, 13%. My choice didn't win. My choice, hands down, is It's Easy for You. In fact, the whole album, if somebody asked me to vote on the whole album, it would still be It's Easy for You. Absolutely heartbreaking song. I do believe, I mean, people say, you know, was he singing about himself, about his own sort of issues and his own situation. Like, you know, people say Separate Ways, Always on My Mind, For Old Time's Sake. I think his most autobiographical, third time lucky, song was It's Easy for You. And Mike M says, I agree, Steve, great song. Now, don't get me wrong, the whole album's great. All the songs on there are great, but It's Easy for You would definitely do it for me. And thank you very much to everybody that went on to the post tab. And there will be another Elvis Song of the Week posted early next week. Look out for that, and I'll let you know. I'll give you the heads up on all my social media platforms. Now, what have we got? Oh, let's round this off.
Hidden Elvis, fourth and final clue.
The fourth and final clue is Paramount Ranch Raceway. Do you know what the Hidden Elvis is this week? If so, type it now in the live chat. We've got California, we've got 22nd, we've got 11, and we've got Paramount Ranch Raceway. John Rowley says Speedway. Juan says California Holiday was the alternative name. It was the 22nd movie, and 11 was a number of Mike McCoy's car. My head's in a spin. I like it. Ruth says Speedway as well. Vincenzo says Spin Out. Mike Spin Out. Pamela Chessman says Speedway. Karen says Speedway. Edwidge Spin Out. Chris says didn't have a clue. Okay. Well, Juan, I'm very impressed because you basically answered all the clues there, and you've helped me immensely. You're quite correct. California Holiday was the alternative title to Spin Out. It was his 22nd movie. Number 11 is the number on his car. And this Paramount Ranch Raceway was where most of the racing scenes were filmed. So Tyler Bryant says Spin Out as well. He's quite correct. Unfortunately, if you said Speedway, I can see why you said Speedway, but it wasn't. That wasn't the answer I was looking for. Yes, Chris, I like Spin Out as well. I like the movie Spin Out. There's just something about it. I don't know what it is. It's just, I like it. Yeah. And I've often said when I'm watching Spin Out, the part where he's actually singing Spin Out, he's so charismatic, so magnetic that even though all the young ladies are dancing around, very attractive young ladies, dancing around and everything, I still can't take my eyes off Elvis. Susan says Spin Out grew on me. It didn't even have to grow on me. I always liked it. Yeah, but I'm glad to hear that as well, Susan. And yeah, you could do a lot worse than sitting down and watching Spin Out. So that was the Hidden Elvis this week. Thanks to everybody that took part in that. And congratulations if Jeff says Spin Out as well. Yeah. Thanks to everybody that, congratulations to everybody that got Spin Out. Yeah, Vincenzo says California Holiday was a good title, but Spin Out sounds better, Steve. Yeah, and of course they had the song Spin Out. I'm wondering, was there did they even bother, or did they get around to writing a song called California Holiday? Now there's a thought. Who was the lady in Spin Out? Shelley Fabaret. Yeah, Susan's just beat me to it, actually. Shelley Fabaret. Now, let's have... Oh, I'm going to ask you a big favor, actually. And it's basically this. I would love if you could give this video a thumbs up, if you could subscribe to the channel and click the bell. And when you click the bell, it'll give you an option for personalized or all notifications. If you select all notifications, you'll then know when I post videos and go live. I can't overemphasize, I can't overstate how important it is to click the like, because it helps this video and this live show be seen by more Elvis fans. And the more Elvis fans that see these shows and see it promotes Elvis, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to promote Elvis's memory and legacy. So basically, please, if you can, thumbs up and subscribe as well. And it would be very, very kind of you. Oh, there's Hidden Elvis. Spin out. With his foot on the gas and no brakes on the fun. I love it. Fan of the week. Who is fan of the week? Let's have a look. Top fans. Tom H is number 1. Congratulations, Tom. I am going to crown you as Elvis, the Ultimate Fan Channel's fan of the week. And closely followed by Jane Trainer, Teresa, John, Rebel Vegan. Thank you very, very much. Now, of course, we have to do...
Oh, he's so hot.
Mm-hmm. He certainly is. And the smoking hot photo actually was courtesy of Susan via our Discord channel. And I know I keep saying it as well. Please do join our Discord channel, and you can do that by you can contact me if you want. If the link doesn't work below because it expires after 7 days, you can just request a link from me and I'll send you an invite. So, and this is it. This is the smoking hot. It's from Stay Away Joe. Yes, he did look extremely good in Stay Away Joe, especially with that tan and the yellow shirt and the beautiful Sedona, Arizona sunshine. Now, I was going to say something and it's gone out of my head. I can't think of it now. Yeah, that's old age for you folks. So yeah, I mean, what do you think of that? Let's just go in there and show that. And show that. Yeah, oh, I tell you what I was going to say. I was going to say that even though a lot of people thought that Stay Away Joe was a little odd as a movie, you can't, you can't deny that Elvis looked absolutely fabulous in it. Yes, proper cowboy Elvis. Chris says, oh God, he looks gorgeous. He looks great in a Stetson, says John. My legs are wobbly, says Teresa. I like it. Dolores says, so tan hot. Yeah, I agree. I love the stills from Stay Away Joe. That yellow shirt looks great on that hunk, says Lily. Yeah, it certainly does. Let's show that. What does it say? He was very sexy in Stay Away Joe. The best and sexiest cowboy ever. I like the tongue-in-cheek mood of Stay Away Joe. That's what it was, John. It was sort of tongue-in-cheek, wasn't it? Edward says, always handsome. Lily says, ride him, cowboy. I wouldn't be telling him to stay away, says Teresa. Yes, I know. Right, I would like to say a special thank you to everybody that joined me tonight, and to everybody that rang up, and thanks to Chris for helping me moderate the quiz. I do appreciate everybody that joins me live, and also if you're watching on playback, I appreciate you too as well. Of course I do. And please remember, you can leave your comments about anything that's been discussed or said on the show this week, especially the what's the EPiC secret? Why such a big secret? Why isn't Baz promoting it more? Maybe he can't promote it yet. Maybe there's a reason. I'd like to hear if you know what the reason is. But it's over to Elvis now to tell us.
All right, let's wrap it up and get out of here.
And as you can see, my next show will be next Sunday, November the 16th. Until then, please take care of yourself. Once again, thanks to everybody that joined me. Thanks Thanks, as always, for taking part. And it's over to Al. Take care, everyone.
Elvis has left the building. Thank you and good night.